So here's how to send an 300 to 500 cold DMs every single day on complete autopilot, meaning these DMs will literally be sent while you're literally sleeping or doing whatever you want, right? These calls that come from these cold outreach we're doing will literally be booked on autopilot without you moving a single finger, right? And there's no way that you can do 300 to 500 DMs all alone by yourself. So this automates the whole outreach process so you can literally really focus on getting your clients the best results and making them to stay and getting those social proof and case studies, which will really help, right? So let's get right into it. How you can send a lot of cold DMs on complete autopilot, right? So this is a system that we have to set up. Once this is set up, we only have to really work on it once or twice a week, and then it'll just run by its own. I'll show you guys everything, right? So the 400 DMs per day plan, right? 400 DMs is a very good number, but you can literally scale this to how much ever you want. You can even do 1,000 DMs per day. So here's how it works, right? So this is the DM framework that you use. So what you do is, first, this is the opener, and from the opener to a lead magnet goes to a lead magnet. From there, you book in a call to close, right? So lead magnet is basically free stuff like free documents, free VSLs, whatever it may be, free value that you're giving up front to your prospects. That's a lead magnet. So first you ask them a question. Don't try to come up as a potential customer. That'll just piss them off. Ask a really general, broad question, then offer a lead magnet. Then you book in a call and then you close. Or the second way is to ask a question and then just pitch what's your offer and then offer a call, and then you book in a call and then you close, right? And this really depends upon the niche saturation. If you're in a niche that's super saturated or even a little bit saturated, use the first one where you offer a lead magnet, because they get thousands of pitches of people offering them to book in a call, and that just won't work. But if you're in a niche where it isn't really that much saturated, not a lot of people are talking about it on the internet, then you can maybe try doing an offer pitch and just see what works the best for you, right? So this is the DM framework that you guys will use to send. This is the cold DMs script or framework, whatever you call it. Make your own script, don't copy. And I also have a video going over all this DM script, so I'll give a link in the description, so check that out. So coming into the system, this is the system that will send you 400 to 500, even 1,000 DMs per day on complete autopilot. So sending DMs on autopilot, what you do is you get setters. These are appointment setters. You hire them from somewhere like Upwork. You hire them for commission based if you don't really have any money, or a paper appointment based. But it's better to hire them as a paper appointment, because those guys who you hire in a paper appointment model will actually put in the work. Unlike the guys who are commission based, those guys won't really do a lot of work, right? They won't really send the amount of DMs that they should be sending, and they also won't be really experienced. They are just newcomers to the space. That's why they even agree to work on commission based. But the guys who are a little bit experienced and they actually will work, you'll only get them on a paper appointment model or on a base retainer per month model, right? So this paper appointment will be anywhere between $20 to $40 per appointment. You just decide that with whoever you hire, and it's best to hire from Upwork instead of like Fiverr or something. Upwork has some great guys that you can hire from. Next is accounts. So what you do, you send from multiple accounts, and if you want to send, for example, let's say 400 DMs, you'll need about 8 old accounts, right? Very important. So you'll send about 50 per account, and you'll have to buy those aged accounts. If you probably won't really have 8 old accounts. I mean like 3-4 years old, because those are the only accounts that will allow you to send 50 without getting banned. So you have to buy aged accounts. I'll give a link in the description to some websites you can see, and just buy a few aged accounts. It'll be a couple dollars. Yeah, so as I was saying, you have to buy aged accounts, and I'll give a link in the description to some websites which are pretty qualified. And I've also bought few accounts from one of those websites. I don't remember the name. I bought it a long time ago, but I'll try to find out and give a link in the description. So use that. So yeah, you just buy how many accounts you want, considering the number of DMs you want to send. I recommend a minimum 300 DMs if you're using the system of hiring setters, because less than that you can really do by yourself. And if you need to really book in consistent number of every single day, you need to do at least 300 to 500 DMs every day, right? So buy how many accounts you want accordingly, and then optimize it. Make sure you have a good profile picture. I include all that in a video where I made about cold DM script. I'll give a link to the description. Check that out. If you don't use that and just set up the system and have a shitty optimization and script, cold DM script, it just won't be as effective as it will be with optimization and a good script. So definitely after this video, check that video out too, right? So we've got the accounts cleared out. You buy you buy aged accounts. We've got the setters cleared out. You hire setters. If you want to send like 400 setters, each setter will send about 100 to 150 DMs, right? So let's say you want to send 400 DMs per day. Each setter will send 100 to 150 DMs. So considering that, you get 3 setters who will send around 300 to 450 DMs, right? So that's pretty ideal for us. 3 setters, and we want them to send 150, and they'll send 450, right? 450 DMs every single day. And yeah, as I said, you can literally scale this to how much ever you want. You can scale to 1,000 DMs per day, 2,000 DMs per day, and all that, right? So this is literally how you do it. And yeah, as I said, if you want to scale this, hire more setters, buy more accounts, send more DMs, right? Boom. Simple system, but yet so effective. Because get this thing right, guys, volume negates luck. Make sure you have this in your mind. Volume negates luck. So the more volume you do, the more lucky you get. So the more calls you book, meaning the more clients you close and the more money you make, right? So you have to send a lot of volume. 100 200 DMs per day at this point in the market where there's so much saturation just won't work. So you have to make sure you raise your volume up to even book in decent number of calls. Now let's take a look at the KPIs here, which are key performance indicators. These are the numbers you should aim for, and if you do everything correctly, these are the numbers that you will get, right? So you hire someone for $25 to $40 per appointment booked. So every 150 DMs, you get 1 to 3 calls. That is after follow-ups. You send 150 DMs to new people and then follow up with all those 150 again. At that time, you get around 1 to 3 calls booked. So let's say you send 4,500 DMs, and in a month, let's say, for example, that will get you around 45 to 80 calls, right? So 45 to 80 calls in a month if you send 4,500. Now this is considering you just send 150. I'm just using an example, of course. So 45 to 80 calls, you'll probably get around 40 to 45 qualified calls. So 45 to 80 calls, and let's say you have a retainer of 1,800. So 45 to 80 calls, it will cost you around 1,800 to 3,200 per month per setter. Now I know that sounds like a lot, but let's say you have a 10% close rate, just 10%, which is pretty low. In those 45 to 80 calls, you'll get 5 to 8 clients minimum. If you have a 2K per month offer, you can literally make 10K, right, with this. So you pay your setter anywhere between 1,800 to 3K, and you make out around 10K, which is crazy. Now, you do this properly, you can make a lot of money with this, and also you have to have everything optimized for this to work. So go ahead and check that video out. And also, if you're looking to scale your agency to about 10K per month and even to 20-30K, go ahead and book a free call using the link in the description, and we'll see if we are a good fit. Bye.